Hi, I'm Audrey, owner of Mary Poppins to Order Nanny Agency. I'm also the mama to 3 little girls. I'm here to talk about all things baby and toddler related so that I can help my Mary Poppins families when it comes time for you to choose which products you're going to want to buy for your little ones. Today, what we're going to be talking about is this Owlet Duo Dream Sock slash baby monitor. I am going to talk to you about my thoughts. My youngest is almost 2, so we've been using this pretty much ever since she was born. And I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts, my opinion, my major takeaways on what I loved and what I maybe didn't love so much about this. And there are a couple. So let's jump into that. We got this Owlet Duo for our baby shower. We got this as a gift, so I did not splurge on this myself, I'll be honest. Very appreciative. Our aunt bought this for us, and it's on Amazon for about $380, which yikes, right? But for the peace of mind that this can give you, I feel like I would buy it again. I would. There's a couple of things that I didn't love so much about it that we'll talk about, but I do love the peace of mind that this Dream Sock gives you. You can buy this as a set altogether, or you can buy, one or the other. The Dream Sock is my favorite part. Both of these connect to the app, which you download through your phone, and it only works off of Wi-Fi. So that's one of the things I'll say I didn't love so much, was that the baby monitor only works on Wi-Fi through the app. But the Dream Sock, you'll also see there on the app, this is the little dock station for it. It's not all plugged in right now, but this is the dock that it charges on. And this little sock is what you'll put on your baby's foot while they're asleep. So it just kind of has the little monitor inside there. Very soft, very comfortable, so it's not going to bother your baby at all. It's not going to disrupt their sleep. You don't put it on tight, very loosely. It comes with a couple different sizes, so it has like the infant size, and then after a couple months you'll switch to the baby size. You just wrap it around their ankle, wraps around their little toes. I'm sorry, not their toes, but it wraps around their foot and then up around their little ankle. So you'll put this on your baby's ankle, and in the app, while your baby is asleep, it's going to track all sorts of different things. I mean, this thing can get pretty technical, so I'm going to cover just the basics, okay? The main things that stood out mostly to me is that it tracks their oxygen level, tracks their pulse rate, tracks their temperature. So gives parents that extra peace of mind when it comes to preventing SIDS, suffocation, things like that. I mean, you can go above and beyond and do your best at preventing SIDS and making your baby's sleep space as safe as possible. But having this as that extra sense of security and peace of mind really just kind of takes things up a notch, in my opinion. So this I would definitely buy again. Not so sure that I would use the camera. It is a very clear image, so I do love that the baby monitor, the camera is very clear, and then the cord that it's plugged into has a little sensor that tells you the temperature in the room. So 2 things about this before I jump more into how the app works. This only works off of Wi-Fi. I don't love that, because there has been a couple of times where my Wi-Fi was spotty throughout the night for whatever reason, whether it's super windy, if there was really bad weather that day or that night. If my internet dropped and I was asleep and I didn't know that it got interrupted, it doesn't automatically in the app reconnect. I'd have to go back onto the app, kind of refresh it, and then it would, pick up the camera again. So I would wake up a couple of times paranoid, thinking like, oh my gosh, did it disconnect? Did I not hear my baby crying? Or, whatever. So I did not like that I didn't have that peace of mind. So I ended up just getting another baby monitor off of Amazon. It's super basic. It's called the Kids Need, and I think it was like $30 on Amazon. I'll link this one too. I have this as my backup. I'll take it to our parents' house if we're going to be staying the night there, if we go camping, or, you know, anything that you possibly need a backup for. This is super easy to take with you. It's not cordless, I just don't have it plugged in right now. So this goes up above the crib. I have it mounted to the wall. And then this you just kind of take around the house with you. So it's not connected through Wi-Fi or anything. So I don't remember how far away you can go. I mean, it works pretty far. But yeah, I ended up just getting this because I didn't want to have to rely on the Wi-Fi. So that's what I did not love about the Owlet, that it connects through the app only through Wi-Fi. Don't love that, but it does have a really, really clear picture. And then I mentioned that on the cord that this plugs in with, it has a little sensor that tells you the temperature in the room. It does not work. I don't know if maybe I got a defective one, benefit of the doubt, but the temperature was not right. It was, it always showed that it was maybe like 5 degrees colder than what it actually was. So if I was worried, like, oh my gosh, it's too cold in there for my baby, I need to either layer her out more, or I need to put a little plug-in heater or whatever, it just wasn't accurate. So that kind of bothered me. Going back to this little dream sock, this, once it's on, helps with, and I'm going to read a little bit from the description here. So if you're going to search for it on Amazon, you'll find it as the Owlet Dream Duo Sock / Baby Monitor. And they have a couple of different options here, but so right now it's on sale for about $358. It's usually about $380 to $400, depending on which color you get. They have this pink one, or they have a mint green one. So about the item though, about this little sock, is it gives you peace of mind, gives us parents peace of mind, because it provides you with a deeper sense of their baby's security. So while the baby is wearing the little sock, if their oxygen level drops, if their pulse rate gets too high, or if it gets too low beyond the normal range, it's going to alert you through the app on your phone, so that you can check, see what it is, check on the baby, make sure they're okay. And it also tells you if they wake up. Obviously you'll hear if they wake up if they're crying, but it also tells you, what I thought was really cool, if they start kind of like moving around, tossing and turning, it says wiggling on the app. It says that they're wiggling, so it'll kind of give you a little alert with that too. But what I also really liked is that it helps track your baby's natural sleep patterns. So throughout the night that your baby's wearing the sock, it'll have a chart of your baby's sleep. When was the baby in a deep sleep, light sleep, REM sleep, so you can start getting to know their natural pattern, and it'll help with sleep training after a few months. Obviously not until about probably 4, 5, 6 months, in that range is when you start sleep training. But it will help you start learning when your baby is sleeping the best, so that you can gauge when it's a better time to maybe start bedtime. Should you start it earlier? Should you start it, at a certain time? Things like that. It'll help. So because it's going to be tracking your baby's natural sleep cycles, if you're using it during nap times also, which you definitely should, it's also going to help you with tracking your baby's wake time and sleep time. So when those sleep windows should be, which I'm sure if you haven't heard about that yet, you will. Babies at a certain age, and it's going to change, from month to month, but your baby has their sleep windows and their wake windows. So having them wear this every time that they're asleep, whether it's bedtime or nap time, is really going to help you figure out when your baby's wake windows and sleep windows are going to be best for them. I'm going to switch over now to show you what this looks like in the app. This is what the app looks like. I'm getting this notification when I go into my app because my daughter is almost 2 years old. So it's just telling me the intended uses for babies between the age of 1 to 18 months old. It does give some more details here about what the intended use is, that it assists caregivers in tracking their children's well-being, monitoring their sleep patterns, quality, things like that we've already covered. This is what the app looks like on the home screen when you first go into it. It's first going to show you on the top the baby monitor. I don't have mine connected right now. It will show a sleep session. So once you put the sock on, that starts a sleep session, shows the pulse rate and the oxygen level. It will show if the baby is peacefully sleeping, wiggling / moving around. And then once you take the sleep sock off, it will end that sleep session until you tell you the total sleep time, how many times they woke up. It will show a graph where it says sleep cycle right there in the middle. It'll show a graph showing you up and down if your baby was awake, asleep during the night. So it's kind of cool to see all of that. Shows the amount of time they were awake, in a light sleep, in a deep sleep. And then I scrolled a little too fast, but it would show the room temperature and the baby's temperature. Then right here showing you the base station for the sock, which is the charge station if it's a good connection with the Wi-Fi. Then you can scroll down to some resources and it'll show you, more information about the Dream Sock, where to place it, how to clean it, and a few more things that you can look into there. And that's pretty much the gist of what the app looks like and the main uses that I use it for. Again, it's really cool to see the total amount of sleep and how your baby progresses as time goes and as they grow older, and once you are able to start sleep training. This is the Owlet monitor and Dream Sock on Amazon. I wanted to show you. It's on there for $379.99. It's usually about $400 for the duo, but again, you can buy the sock by itself or you can buy the monitor by itself, but this is the set together. So it's got 4.1 stars, 2,897 reviews. I think that's what that means. But anyways, so it does get pretty good reviews. I don't love the monitor because it's only connected through Wi-Fi. I would like there to be some type of backup option where it doesn't need to rely on Wi-Fi for those random occasions that the power may go out or the internet might drop for whatever reason. So there you have it, guys. The Owlet Duo Dream Sock / baby monitor. How I felt about it, I would definitely repurchase the Dream Sock, or not repurchase, but I would recommend purchasing the Dream Sock. Don't care so much for the monitor, only because it doesn't work unless it's very strongly connected to Wi-Fi. I don't like that, there is any chance at all of the signal dropping. I have great Wi-Fi. I don't have issues with any other device at all in our house that connects to Wi-Fi other than this. So I guess it is possible that I got a defective one. I've never really tried doing like a warranty swap out or anything. It didn't happen often, but it did disconnect from Wi-Fi a couple of times. And that is too much already for me. So I went with the other little cheapy Amazon Kids Need as a backup. I have them both going because why not? But you can buy the Dream Sock separate on Amazon. So the Owlet Dream Sock you can have by itself and you don't have to purchase this with it. So if you want to get a different baby monitor, which is probably what I would do now knowing how it works, I'd get a different baby monitor and I would get this Owlet Dream Sock so that I can have that peace of mind while my baby is asleep, how their oxygen level is. I don't want any chance of, suffocation, SIDS. If there is anything out there that can help prevent anything from happening to my baby, I'm all for it, right? So I definitely recommend this. Give you that extra peace of mind. It might not, completely put you at ease, but it will definitely help. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comments below. I also have my Instagram and Facebook's linked. You can email me as well and ask any questions regarding what we talked about today, or if you have questions about any other baby products. I've pretty much used and tried everything, and I will do more videos to hopefully, you know, start building more on a resource list to help parents and my Mary Poppins families choose which products are going to work best for your little ones. Thanks so much for watching, and I will be back soon. Bye. Something that I did not mention about the Owlet baby monitor camera is that because it works off of Wi-Fi and is connected through the app on your phone, you can access that video live at any time, anywhere, even when you're not home or anywhere nearby. So that I did really like, and that's why I use both of my monitors, the Owlet and the one that I got off of Amazon, the Kids Need. I have them both on still because I like the fact that you can chime into the camera from your phone. You know, if I happen to be out and someone else is watching the baby, like a nanny or babysitter, and my husband and I are out on a date night and I wanted to just kind of check in on things, or just see how the baby is sleeping, I can do that from the app on the Owlet camera. So I do really like that about the camera, and I'm sorry I didn't mention that beforehand in the video, but wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And I think that is it for today. Thanks so much again. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.